What up, peeps? It's your boy, Church Boy, back again with another video just for you. Yo, how y'all been? Hopefully you guys are doing well out there, man. Hopefully you guys are doing well. I received this request so many times, and it's time for me to listen to it. You know, you guys have been recommending Rush-Subdivisions, and I just got to say that I am enjoying this whole Rush experience, man. Rush is a phenomenal band. I gotta say that I'm enjoying their musicianship. You know, they respect the craft, you know, to say the least. You know, and it's just so simple for me to say that, but they respect the craft, man, and I'm just loving these guys. But you guys don't want to hear me do a bunch of lip yapping. Without further ado, here is Rush performing Subdivisions. Let's do this. F sharp. Okay. They're in F sharp, and it's not E. I'm liking it. Who's playing the synthesizer? Yeah, this is an odd song musically to me, but they're definitely talking about subdivisions, and they I think they're talking about a way of life in the subdivision. It says that nowhere is the dreamer or the misfit so alone. So if you're a misfit, or if you dream anything other than what the subdivision requires of you, then you know you're somewhat of an outcast. Okay, I get it. I'm picking up what they're putting down. I think this song, the first little part of it started off in F sharp, and then they're going from F sharp to B. So yeah, this is a little bit different than what I've experienced from them in the past, because I think every other song that I've listened to of theirs was an E. But I'm liking it. And this seems to be like one of their early songs, maybe from, I don't know. I'm not sure of the Rush timeline there, but this song seems to have a lot of feeling in it. Like someone really cares about their experience from living in a suburb or subdivision or something. But let's let him continue on. right. So they were saying that they were drawn like moths to the city, to the inner city. So they're definitely in the suburb or subdivision, and just to get away from their subdivision or their suburb, they would go to the city just to get away, just to escape the life of the subdivision. Okay. I like the full step climb to the B that they're doing, because they're like I indicated earlier, they started the song in F sharp. Plug this thing up. Yep. So they're starting off in F sharp there, and then they do. Yeah. I like that. That's a full step climb to the B. I like that. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I'm loving the fact. I mean, I know it's a small fact on my end, but I'm loving the fact that. Oops! Did this thing almost fall? I'm loving the fact that they're not in E. I mean, even though E is my favorite key, I like this. I like this, and this nice suggestion, because I like F sharp. F sharp with their little B twist that they're doing there. It's just cool. But most of all, the music is dope. But I'm loving them talk about their life and or whoever's who, I'm not sure who wrote the song, but they're talking about their life experience in the suburb or subdivision, and them wanting a way out, and I can vibe with that, because I grew up in the projects. I might talk about that after the song. I don't know, but yeah, I'm feeling the story. I like it. Who's playing the keys? So he switched to a dirty bass there. I like the dirty bass he switched to. I hear Alex coming in with the lead there. Okay. I like the smooth transition from playing a straight guitar to a dirty bass guitar there. I'm feeling that. I love the fact that Neil Peart tunes his drums. I love that he loves that nice halfway muted high pitched tom. Oh man, what a pleasure! Like I indicated before in a few videos back, there are a lot of drummers out there, good drummers, who still don't tune their drums. I mean, I know a few drummers who don't tune their drums, and it's kind of irritating. But this, I could tell Neil Peart definitely tunes his drums, and he pays attention to how his drums actually sound, how they're supposed to sound. They indicated in the song that the subdivision couldn't soothe, the restless spirit of the youth, and yeah, I vibe with that, man. Like I indicated before, I grew up in the projects. And this is way beneath like the hood, because in in my life experience, the projects is a step lower than the hood. Like we moved to the hood to get away from the projects, you know? And when you come from the projects or when you come from a poor background, you're supposed to have a particular mindset. You're supposed to think a certain way. And one thing I can pull from this is you're supposed to have a victim's mentality. You know, you're supposed to think the world is out to get you, you know? And even though I saw my parents struggle in life, you know, and we lived in the projects, we waited in those lines to get the powdered milk and the powdered eggs and the free cornflakes, you know, and the canned pork. Remember the canned pork, the pork cans with the pig on the front and the beef cans, you know, with the cow on the front. Like we waited in line for those food rations. And even though we were in that situation, my dad didn't allow us to think that we were victims. You know, he always preached to us and instilled in us that there was a better way. You know, so even though he was older and I was a kid, you know, he didn't let the environment dictate to him how he should think. You know, and he wanted us to go through life the same way. He's like, yo, listen, don't let this situation put you down. You are better than this situation. There's a way out of this here, and the way out is education. I watched my parents at older ages go to college and graduate, you know, because I believe they did that just to set the example for all of us young children. I remember that, and I took it to heart, and I preach that to my children to this day. Don't let your situation dictate to you how your future is going to be. Yo, you don't have to, just because you're in a bad situation currently, doesn't mean you have to stay there. And that's what I get from this song. They're talking about, of course, I would have loved to live in a suburbs or a subdivision. I would trade the project life for a subdivision life, but I get it. You know, I don't care if it's a different problem. It's a problem nonetheless. And they didn't want the subdivision life to dictate to them how their life is going to be. And I that's what I'm getting from it. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong, but I'm feeling it. I feel it, man. Subdivisions. I feel it, man. Yo, seeing my parents graduate college, you know, I took it as a personal challenge. I wanted to graduate college, you know, like seeing them be educated. I wanted to be educated, you know, seeing them help others. I wanted to help others. Just because we weren't in a position before in the projects to help others, you know, doesn't mean we can't help someone down the line. Let's get to a point where we can help somebody. And that's, man, it's crazy how music just makes you think about certain situations. And hearing Geddy Lee sing about, you know, the subdivisions and the problems that come about when there's a certain expectation of a mindset that you should have when you live in a particular place like that. It makes me think about the project life, man. You know, it's yeah. I remember struggling, and I talked about it before. I think during one of my Elvis videos. I think I talked about my, you know, transitioning from the project life to like the hood life, which is a challenge in and of itself. You know, the hood has its challenges too. The project is way worse, but I feel fortunate, and I thank God for the transition from the projects to the hood. It was a little bit better, man. But anyway, I'm feeling the song. The transition from F sharp to B natural, like really, it kind of got me at first, and then I understood. They made it all make sense, and that's what I like about music. You know, because it's, if someone just plays a riff one time and they never go back to it, it's kind of hard to grasp the method of the song. But they played it a couple times back and forth, which made it all make sense. Okay, I'm going from that F sharp to that B natural. It's like, I got you. And I love the whole step climb that they were doing to the B, which is very attractive, man. But most of all, though, I felt the song. Is this their earlier work? Like, did they? Because it's usually someone wears their heart, within their earlier work, like it's and I can feel the struggle. It's like it's almost as if I felt the struggle of being in a subdivision. Even though in comparison to my struggle in the projects, but I felt it though. I felt it. It seems as if this is their earlier work. Maybe I'm mistaken. But I did enjoy the song, and it did what it was supposed to do, because I thought about a particular moment in my life, or a particular time in my life that was critical. That was important to me. That was very pivotal to how I think now, and that's the importance and the beauty of music, and I absolutely love it. But let me know what you guys think. Did I miss anything? Am I missing anything? But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But above anything else, love each other, take care of each other. Peace. God bless.